As promised, here's 3 blocks of feta, 600 grams in total. Yeah, I did this shit to myself. Put on the bangers. Fuck. Yeah, off we go. Yeah, as expected, quite salty. Then I turn this shit up a bit. They had smaller ones, so I could reduce the amount of suffering I go through. However, the 150-gram blocks are like the luxury feta and would cost 3 euros per block. This way, because they were on sale, I paid like 170. So in total, that's like 550 I'm eating right here. Man, cheese is expensive, man. I'm not going to lie, there's definitely been nights where I definitely ate like a third or so, or like half a block, just because I was bored and wanted to eat something. I think this is gonna be pretty fucking disgusting. It also got all that salt water shit they used to keep that shit fresh down there. Probably gonna drink that as well. 600 fucking grams, man. For that money, I could have gotten an entire meal. Definitely had more enjoyable meals. Some motherfucker keeps texting me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, some homie has a math exam tomorrow. Probably getting fucked in the ass. To be fair, I'm pretty ass at that shit as well. Anyway, what I really like about feta, this isn't sold as feta because it has a lesser amount of goat milk, and it's more or less the same, and you get more shit for the price. So yeah, it tastes almost exactly the same. Just the difference is that it has, I think, um, more sheep milk instead of goat milk. I think I haven't read the packaging. Okay, not quite halfway through with the first one. She definitely taste really takes up a lot of space in your mouth. So yeah, doesn't get any less salty because the wet stuff just runs off. So like the bottom parts are almost the most saltiest because that's where all the salt stuff collects. Shit, man, my hand is wet. You know, I could have done something with my life. Like I could start working. I could work on my grades. I could have a girlfriend. Instead, I do these stupid fucking bets on Reddit. Shit. So I split a bit. Then, and instead, I'm spending my evenings eating raw cheese, spitting the shit all over my bed. Yeah. For what a stupid fucking bet that like 5 people saw. 16 minutes in, and 2/3 done with the first one. So that's like yeah, maybe like quarter through with that shit. My parents used to have hope in me, hoping that I would turn out to be something good. Instead, I'm here eating like 600 grams of cheese. Not exactly cheap cheese as well. If I would have just went with Gouda or some shit like that, it would have been much cheaper. Yeah, dude has to do what a dude has to do, man. I did this to myself. Yeah, shit isn't really good on its own. At least in these big portions. Getting big thirsty from all the sauce. Got the Fanta mango dragon fruit. Definitely tastes more like mango. Fun fact about Hangar 18: the opening riff was used to create the soundtrack for the first map of Doom 2, which is also named Hangar. I want to say there's some other Doom soundtracks that sample Megadeth, but I'm not exactly sure. I definitely know map 22, I believe it is, Barrels of Fun, the soundtrack of that level, which I believe is named uh, Bye Bye American Pie or some shit like that, is pretty much exactly mm, the opening riff of Them Bones by Alice in Chains. There's some other unused Doom soundtracks that sample Alice in Chains. Definitely look those up if you like Dirt or Facelift. Then there's some really good shit on them. Also, for some reason, there's like 7 Soundgarden songs in the unused Doom soundtrack, which is much more than any other band has. Like most of the songs are taken from like 80s and early 90s metal. But yeah, for some reason they really like Soundgarden and then ended up putting not a single song of those in. I believe there's quite a bit of Pantera. Can't think of any examples on the top of my head. Almost done with the first one. No man, then that shit's really not good as a whole block. I definitely had meals that I made when I wasn't doing too well, and I think this takes the cake as being the most depressing dinner. We'll lay down a bit. Oh shit. Done with number one. Why would I do this? I could have just not done it. Maybe like three people would have cared. Yep, as you can see, two more left. And then the salt soup down there. I don't know. I could have made some bread to go along with it. And just raw dogging the cheese like this. Like, god damn it. Anyway, while I was talking about the Doom soundtrack, there's definitely some really interesting shit going on with that. Um, Bobby Prince, I believe was his name, the composer of the original Doom and Doom 2. I believe he studied law, so he pretty much knew how closely he could copy another song without giving them a case for plagiarism lawsuit, which worked most of the time, but I think they actually got a cease and desist letter by Stone Temple Pilots, I believe, because Into Sandy City from Doom 2 was based on sex type thing, so they made a second version of the Doom soundtrack to less closely resemble that song. I believe there's an earlier version going around somewhere. That's definitely among the stupidest shit I've ever done. And I did shit like getting shit faced drunk right the evening before I visited Auschwitz. Not on purpose. They gave me. Apparently, my friend ordered some tequila back in Poland when we visited it, and it was some shitty self-made shit over there. And I didn't know that, so I just drank it. So, but apparently that shit was really strong and kind of fucked me up. Yeah, so I ended up on the way back home. We didn't just have the tequila; we had some more beer, and Polish beer is really good. I've only been there once, but I really like Tiski. Vodka was another good one. Uh, And so basically, what I was saying, we went back home and a stop at KFC. I threw all my shit on the chicken on the street because I could barely walk anymore. My friend paid, so don't give a fuck. We ended up getting back home at the hostel we were staying at, and I just laid down in my bed and then bathed all over the bed. Nothing hit the ground, was just the bed. Yeah, and I'm cleaning that shit up and I'm sleeping. My homie, apparently after I fell asleep like 20 minutes later, he started sleepwalking and then he pulled down his pants in the middle of the night and just pissed all over the room. And like his piss just ended up flowing into the wooden floor, and the entire room smelled like shit for the rest of the week. Shit's really not good, man. You say it, Dave. Oh, yes, that's a banger. Yeah, I think that's a good angle. Forgot that shit was wet, so I just smeared the. Oh yeah, just behind my ear. Shit. 16 minutes in, I'm just started the second one. Like, why the fuck would I do this to myself? Just the other day, I bought Sonic Forces. Shit was on sale for $8 on the Switch, so I decided, yeah, game looks like ass, but for $8, that's like $5 of these shits, and I'm having much less enjoyment with this. I think I'm just gonna break parts off instead of taking bites because that way I just have a handful instead of biting off a little piece. I think I'll be done faster this way, just a psychological thing. Jesus. And they just had dinner an hour ago, so I'm not really hungry anyway. Even less so now. Halfway done with the second one, so halfway done in total. Gonna give my homie later a status update that I'm still alive. Focus doesn't work right now. Yeah, some shit thinks this is a fetish thing. It's absolutely not a fetish. I'm not enjoying this. Anyway, I think we can all agree that Five Magics is an absolute banger. I'm gonna actually see Megadeth in June on the 24th. I believe it's the 24th. I can check again. But I don't think they announced any openers yet. Yeah, hoping they can pull out some bangers. One song I'm definitely hoping for is just talked about this the other day, but I forgot which song I mentioned. Night Stalkers from the last album. I think that's my favorite like modern Megadeth song. I don't think they're gonna play it because that's the one that had the Ice-T feature, and I don't know if they would perform it without him. Yeah, but I definitely wouldn't complain. Yeah, 24th of June. Dude, I got the fucking cheese all over my screen here. Okay, I let it rest for a bit, so now we can continue with the second half. The shit's really fucking wet. I don't know, like not wet enough to drip, but it's like just my wet brick. You know what they say? You may satisfy a woman by giving her a piece of cheese. However, you definitely cannot satisfy a dude by feeding him more than half a kilo of cheese. And this is like the reason I picked feta is because that's like pretty much my favorite cheese to just eat pure. However, not in these quantities. Yeah, shit just sucks. Like after 1.5 blocks, you don't. You just taste the salt water, like, and the shit's really chewy. So hell yeah, Lucreta, another banger. More than halfway done with the album. I think I'm not going to be able to finish this in time. Oh man, 24 minutes in. Rust in Peace is 40 minutes long, as you can see here. Where's the trailer? Yeah. Also using the original, not the 2004 remix, because that one's ass. There's some guy with a playlist named Rust in Peace, but it's just a Gojira cover. There is like the entirety of Rust in Peace in that playlist, but like also a shitload of Gojira before that. And it starts with some weird Turkish podcast. Küçük Kurbaca metal cover. I don't know what that is. How to pronounce that? I'm not Turkish. There's another podcast episode here by 1001 Album Complaints. Title makes me think that he's gonna like shit talk them. Mm. Description sounds pretty positive, so I guess it's just like a long album review. Hmm. Fucking Danny, California. Anyway, has anyone ever noticed how there's like loads of shitty bootlegs on Spotify that somehow end up there? Like I'm pretty sure this is not an official release. Cause like as you can see, it's like this shitty AI image, and I don't think Dave would step that low. That's getting really disgusting by now. Although they must have thought that this was a good cover. No, you know what is a good cover? I fucking love Weezer. It's unreal. Only got this piece left of the second break. You see, initially I thought this was gonna be rather easy. I would be done in 20 minutes. But now we're in 30, and I'm just fucking disgusted with myself. Starting to feel really sick as well. I don't think I'll be able to finish the third one. Gonna finish up the second one, but I don't think I can eat the third one now. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm just fucking disgusted. Like starting to feel like actually really sick. Because that shit's so fucking salty. I did my best.